Welcome to episode 4 of Broken to Better. I'm Josh, and this is my journey going from roughly 450 pounds to healthy, or at least that's the goal. Um, if this is your first video, I highly encourage you to go watch the other ones. But this video today, I want to talk about a new tool in my toolbox. Um, I think I've been very, very open about everything that I do and everything that I'm doing. The one thing that I haven't kind of gone over is my diet. That is a whole video all of its own. But I've talked about some of the other tools in my toolbox, some of the peptides that I'm on, my supplement stack, and my TRT, my testosterone replacement therapy. All of this is working together to help me. Um, so I figure it's time to upgrade how I'm actually measuring this weight loss. Um, and I'm just gonna ballpark it here, but I'm down over 120 pounds, right? That's a lot of weight in a short amount of time. I mean, I've done this in roughly 7 or 8 months. Um, that's fast, and it hasn't always been easy, but I don't always know what's going on. So I picked this up. So this is just a scale, um, but it gives me more than just weight. It'll tell me my body fat, my BMI, my muscle mass, my bone mass, my visceral fat, which, if you don't know what visceral fat, there are a lot of great YouTube videos on there. I knew nothing about visceral fat. Quick 40,000 foot view, it's the fat you can't see. It's the fat that's around your organs, that's underneath your muscles, that you don't necessarily see. Um, this will help measure that. Now, fair point. I'm sure some of you already know this, probably some of you don't. This is not 100% accurate. These numbers that these units produce are not gospel, but they're close enough. Better than going and getting a DEXA scan once a week. DEXA scans are like $200 a pop, so it's expensive. So this is a much cheaper alternative. And while the data isn't as accurate, it's close enough. It gives you an idea of what's going on. Again, this is a tool. So you got to treat it as a tool. It has its use. You have to understand its limitations. And I think I do. So with all that being said, I used it today for the first time, obviously, today being September 1st, 2025. I want to talk about the 27th of August, though. So the 27th of August, I put a video out, and it was an update. It was a check-in, right? And in that video, I said I weighed 323 pounds. And at that time that I recorded that, that's what I knew that I weighed. However, up until this new scale, my single source of truth for weight has been the scale at the gym that I go to. And I didn't step on the scale Wednesday before I shot the video. So Wednesday, the number that I gave, and I think I said this, but the number was actually that weight measurement was actually taken on the 25th of August. And I weighed 323 pounds. I was happy with that result. Go watch that video. It explains why. But when I went to the gym later on the 27th, after I recorded the video, after I published it, I actually weighed 319 pounds. When I got on this scale this morning and, fired it up, got all the batteries in, download the app, all that, I weighed 316 pounds. So I don't know how close this is to the gym, but all good numbers, all things considered, right? I do want to talk real quick about what scales don't necessarily tell you, and why this is a tool and this tool has limitations. It doesn't measure strength. doesn't measure energy levels. It doesn't measure your stamina. I, again, I want to highlight and stress the point that this is just a tool. This is just one thing that you really need to pay attention to. At the end of the day, I really wanted to get this because this scale is going to give me greater insight into what's going on. I'm going to be able to see not just how much weight I'm losing, but where is that weight coming from? And on weeks that I don't lose so much weight, maybe I pushed extra hard at the gym and I've actually added muscle weight more than typical. So there's a wide variety of reasons why the weight can fluctuate, and this tool helps give you some insights into why that might be. Again, it's just a tool, and you got to treat it as such. On that note, I do want to say anybody that is looking to start a journey, I hope you found this channel, and I hope you subscribe as I know how that sounds. I'm not doing this because I want to be YouTube famous or anything like that. I legitimately want to help people. I legitimately want people to understand that being healthy isn't as bad as you think it, and you actually feel really great. So anyway, I hope you subscribe, and I hope I'm able to just help you on your journey. I'm not going to have answers. I might have some, but everybody's a little bit different, and what works for me might not work for you, and what works for you might not work for me. But sharing ideas and just encouraging people, just get out there and try. It's huge. Again, this new tool, this new tool, this scale is a little bit more than just a scale, but at the end of the day, it's going to help me achieve my goal. And my goal right now is I'd like to be at around 230 pounds. I'm less than 90 pounds away from there, right? Considering what I've already done in the short amount of time, and by the way, that's starting to accelerate, I feel, a little bit. And it's just because I'm able to push myself harder. I'm able, I'm building up stamina. For example, this video I'm recording a little later in the day, but I've already walked like 4.3 miles today. Not just around doing whatever. I went for a hike for 4.3 miles. And it felt great. And I'm here in front of the camera because the original recording that I did, I went to upload it, and I just took a look at it, and I didn't like it, so I figured I'd re-record it. So anyway, I'm starting to get off topic, and I apologize. I got to work on that. But at any rate, if you're thinking about doing this, you just got to remember the scale, whatever, it doesn't give you all the answers. It doesn't tell you everything. It's just a general guide, and you need to treat it as such and think of it as such. So anyway, I hope you guys continue to follow and stay along for this journey. I'm really excited. I know my last couple videos I kind of didn't seem like it, but I'm really, really excited, especially after going from 323 pounds 7 days ago to 316. That's a huge win as far as I'm concerned. I mean, that's like 7 pounds. It's like a pound a day. I don't know if that's going to hold, and maybe this is, also part of that's probably variance between scales because I'm switching my single source of truth. So we'll see how this continues. One thing that I do plan on doing is after I get a couple days worth of data, I want to take screenshots of my phone and figure out how to get them uploaded so that you guys can see for your own eyes. I don't want you guys just to take my word for it. I want to show you, I want to prove to you guys that I'm doing it, and not because I want to toot my own horn or anything, but because, again, I want to go back to, guys, if I can do this, if I can go from at least 450 pounds to 316 pounds, and I'm still going, and I feel great, and I haven't had any setbacks, you can do it. We can do it together, but you got to start somewhere. So anyway, I'm getting off my soapbox. I want to thank you guys for watching. For those that subscribe, thank you. One thing that I do need to address, someone in my last video said that you need to stand up, and I recorded this whole montage of me walking, and it got corrupted, so I'm going to stand up. So this is me at 316 pounds and still going. I would like to do some more. I'm going to try and redo some more walking videos so that you guys can see just kind of what my routine looks like. Again, can't take the camera into the gym. The gym that I go to they don't like that. They don't appreciate it, and I totally get it. I wouldn't want some idiot recording me, having me in the background while I'm trying to do my workout. I don't want to do that to anybody else. You know, being respectful. But anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you guys stick around, and see you in the next one.